Hi guys, this is Emily Copele, and for today's card I'll be using the stamp set Happy Wedding from Fawn. Also, for a change, I'll be using this colored pencil from Crayola. They of course are not a professional quality, in fact they are pretty affordable, but still I am pretty happy with the results I got with them. Anyway, for today's card I'll be doing a very quick and simple coloring, not a lot of shading anyway. For the most of my images, I only used one single color and I pressed harder my pencil to get a darker shade and then lighter to get a lighter shade. Also, I used my white colored pencil from Crayola as well from this same package to do some blending and lighten up a little bit the colors. Anyway, for some of the images, I did use two shades. I used a darker shade to add some shadows and then a lighter shade for the lighter areas. I worked in layers instead of adding a lot of the dark shade and then a lot of the light shade at once. I did it in layers. I started with a bit of the darker shade and then a bit of the lighter, and then I keep adding until I was happy with the results. I totally forgot to add my sentiment. Anyway, I probably wait until I'll use the card to add the sentiment that I actually want to use in the inside of the card. I'll leave you with the coloring and hope you enjoyed it. Here I'll be using the swirls and squares in oval set from C6 to dry emboss a piece of light blue cardstock. I passed it through my Big Shot machine and then I will put a bit of the distress paint in picket fence in my craft sheet and will pick it up with a piece of scrapped cardstock. Then very lightly we'll go over the piece of my dried embossed cardstock and we'll add some of that white paint atop of the embossed areas. I learned this technique a long time ago from Christina Warner and I always wanted to try it out, but I don't know why I never did, and here I finally tried it out I really like the final result. Anyway, in this case, it is barely noticeable, especially in the video, because the blue cardstock is so light and you can barely notice the difference between the white and the blue. Anyway, I really like how it turned out. It looks really neat and pretty perfect in my opinion, in comparison with other techniques I have used before to do kinda of the same thing. But also, I think that having a dried embossed cardstock with a lot of raised areas really helps in this case too. Once I am happy with the result, I went ahead and stick my panels on a card base, which is an A2 card base, and then I will take a thin strip of yellow cardstock and will glue it between the white and the blue cardstocks. Then I rounded the upper corners with my 1/2 inch corner jumper. Here you hopefully can notice that I added some details with my glaze pen from Sakura in clear to the bell, the bow in the flowers, and the diamond in the ring. That added a little more detail and interest to this simple card. This was a pretty simple and quick card to make. Anyway, I still like how the coloring turned out, also the dry embossed with the paint atop. So I hope you liked it as well. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet. Don't forget to visit my blog to see the list of supplies and more close-up pictures. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.